Hello friends, my name is Pratap Singh. I have secured All India Rank 15 in Civil Services Examination and All India Rank 1 in Indian Forest Service Examination 2015. This was my second attempt at both the examinations and my optional subject was mathematics. I was not able to clear the cutoff for Indian Forest Service Examination in 2014 and CSAT was also removed this year. So I approached the prelims examination a little differently this time. It is important to cover the basic books first, which includes the NCERT and the other standard books which you will find on the online blogs. The second important thing is revision. So in revision, it is important to maximize your sources and minimize your revision. What it means is that when you revise, for example, history again and again, in each cycle you should refer to a different source. For example, first time you can read modern history from the NCERT, the next time you can read it from Spectrum. In geography you can finish the NCERTs in the first cycle, and in the next cycle while you revise it you can refer to other standard books. For example, there is a book by Periyar Prakashan, the book is titled Geography of India. So by doing this you will maximize your sources and enhance your knowledge base and minimize your revision of one book again and again. After you are done with your preparation, about 1 month before the prelims examination, you should start taking tests. Taking tests will not only enhance your knowledge base, but will also improve your skills in finding the wrong answers. I say wrong answers because in prelims examination, it is simply not possible to know all the answers. That's why, because it is just too much knowledge. So that is why it is important to eliminate one or two obvious choices and then think about the questions from there on. Taking tests will also reduce your fear in attempting more in the examination. The next important thing is feedback. So you should spend more time analyzing the test that you took than you actually spent on solving it. You should look at your performance in the test series that you have joined, or you should form a group of friends and then buy tests from the market and then compete amongst each other. Since the examination cycle is very long, choosing an optional should be majorly based on your interest. There is nothing worse than being stuck with your optional for 2-3 years, which you choose maybe based on the scoring aspect of it or some other reason, and you don't even like studying it. You can try reading a little bit about 3-4 optional subjects and then make a choice based on your background in graduation and your interest. After that, you should also look at the availability of material and proper guidance for that optional subject. Do not read too much into the trends which say that an optional has not performed well this year or it has not performed well in the past few years, because if you decide based on that, there is no guarantee that the trend will continue and it may end up being counterproductive. Remember that if you are among the top few percentile in your optional subject, you will invariably get good marks. The questions in the mathematics question paper in the civil services examination are usually from the standard textbooks. For example, the book written by Mandi Singhania for ordinary differential equation, and the books from the Krishna series in statics and dynamics. For other books, I referred to the blog written by Mr. Prakash Rajpurohit. Completing the syllabus is going to take at least 5 to 6 months, and that too if you study only mathematics. So the time requirement in mathematics is going to be huge, but the output can be very rewarding if it is done sincerely. After finishing every chapter, attempt last 20 years question papers. That would make you understand what more to cover in that chapter and to plug gaps in your preparation. While doing this, try to mark the questions which you found to be very typical and innovative. Also try to make a 5-page summary sheet or formula sheet for every chapter, which you can revise a day before the exam. The questions which you found to be very typical or innovative and which caught your eye should also become a part of that collection, so that whenever you revise that chapter, you end up revising those questions again and again. Take as many tests as you can so that the actual examination also becomes just another test for you. This year, there has been a lot of variation in the final marks even when the attempts of the questions were about the same. So what is important here is your accuracy and your presentation. Penalty is going to be huge if the final answer is not correct. So do everything in the examination with 100% concentration, and that will come by taking more and more tests. You should also try to make your solutions examiner friendly. Guide the examiner through your solution number the equations and write the important theorems, and this becomes even more important when you are proving a result, and you can also put the final answer in a box for easy viewing. In Forest Service Mains examination, the scheme of the exam is entirely different from Civil Services Mains. There is only one general knowledge paper, and it includes syllabus from ancient history as well as medieval history. So keep that in mind. Next is the English paper, which is similar to the compulsory qualifying English paper in the Civil Services Mains, except that here the marks will be added to the final total. So you can practice previous year's question paper and practice report writing and letter writing in the proper format, and do not take this paper lightly, because this can decide your final rank in the merit list. Then there are two optional subjects. So if you are not preparing solely for the Forest Service examination, you should choose your optionals based on the availability of the material and the time required to finish the optional. Forestry, geology and agriculture are some of the most popular optionals opted by the candidates. Forestry is one of the most popular optional subjects opted by candidates. The syllabus is concise and it has linkages with the general studies in terms of agroforestry, water conservation, etc. One standard book is Indian Forestry, which is written by Mani Kandan and S. Prabhu. You can refer to it. It has chapters which are designed exactly as per the requirements of the syllabus. After that, you can refer to previous 5 years question papers and then read more about the topics which are not covered in the book. Those who want to devote more time can refer to the blog written by Mr. Rishabh Gupta. First important thing is to listen to the questions carefully and take your time before answering the questions. Second thing is to be polite in your answers and yet firm at the same time. Always be respectful towards the interview board and take permission before you take a guess. Keep in mind one thing, that it is a test of your personality and not your knowledge. So don't panic even if you cannot answer some factual questions or you are not aware of something at all. Remember, I don't know is a very good answer if after saying that you forget it completely and concentrate on the rest of the interview. Keep this in mind, that interview is not about impressing but about expressing yourself confidently. There is no set formula for success, but as Swami Vivekananda said, in order to achieve your full potential, you need to do 3 things. First, have self-confidence. Always believe in yourself. If somebody else can do it, you can do it too. Never think that you cannot do it. Second is set high goals in life. Never think that you will just clear the exam or you want to clear this exam. Always think that you are going to be the topper. Always set high goals in life. And third is concentration. So whatever you do it with 100% concentration, be it studies or be it pursuing your hobbies or entertainment. I give my best wishes to the future aspirants.